Hello students, very warm welcome. In this video we are going to see what are the fractions, okay, how to shade the fraction, how to identify the fraction which is shaded, and also how to convert the improper fraction into a mixed number. Okay, so there will be no doubt in the fractions part after you watch this video. So first question, without wasting any time, it is given that they are asking in the following questions exercises, name the fraction of each figure that is shaded. So which fraction is shaded? This is the question. How many parts are there? So first we will see how many parts are there. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 parts. They have made 8 parts of a circle. And how many parts have they shaded? 1 2 3 4 5. So what part is the shaded part? So 5/8 is the shaded part. If they had asked what is the unshaded part, then it would be 3 parts out of 8 would be unshaded, right? So our answer here is, what is the shaded part? So answer is 5 out of 8. Now moving on to the next question. Same, how many parts are there? We will just see how many parts are there. So as you can see, there are 9 parts, 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. So 3 3s are 9 parts. How many are shaded? 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 parts out of 9 are shaded. So that is our answer. I hope it was very simple for you also, right? So moving on to the next question. In the following exercises, name the improper fractions, then write each improper fraction as a mixed number. So in this first diagram, although you see that there are 4 parts, but all 4 are shaded. So 4 out of 4, that is, this is actually a 1 part which is completely shaded, and in the second part only 1 out of 4 are shaded. So it is actually 4 out of 4 plus 1 out of 4. So as the denominators are same, we are writing it as it is, and it becomes 5 out of 4. If we want to write it as a mixed number, then this part was completely shaded, right? So we will write it as only 1, and for the second diagram only 1 part was shaded, so it is 1 out of 4. So this is a mixed number which we get. Okay, so this is our answer, students, mixed number. Now in the second also there were 2 parts and both were shaded, so we can write it as 1 whole, and in the second diagram 1 part is shaded out of the 2. So if we want to write it as a mixed number, it will be 1 whole, and in the second diagram 1 out of 2. So this is our mixed number for the second question. I hope you have understood this. Now the last question of today's video. Okay, in the following exercises, convert the improper fraction to a mixed number. First we need to understand what is meant by improper fraction. If a fraction, this is a fraction where a is called as a numerator and b is called as a denominator. Okay, if the numerator is greater than the denominator, numerator is greater, then we say that it is an improper fraction. Okay, so 6 upon 7 is not an improper fraction because here the numerator is smaller. So this is called as a proper fraction. If the numerator is bigger, it is called as an improper fraction. Okay, so now we are given, there are 2 improper fractions are given to us, and we have to convert them into mixed number. So how do we do that? It's very easy question. First we divide the numerator by the denominator. So 15, I am going to divide 58 by 15. So 15 1s are 15, 15 2s are 30, 15 3s are 45, 15 times of 4 is 60. So 60 will be greater. So I am taking 15 3 times. 15 times 3 times 15 is 45. When I subtract, I get the remainder 13. Always remember, very important part, this remainder should always be smaller than this divisor 15. So this number 13 should always be smaller than this divisor. If it is bigger, if this number is bigger, that means you are not dividing correctly. You are dividing here by a smaller number. Okay, so this number always remember remainder should always be less than the divisor 15 here. Okay, so now I'm just let me erase all this. I will do this again so that there is no, you are able to understand very easily. So let me just divide it again. So 58 divided by 15, 15 times of 3 is 45, you get the remainder as 13. Now this was a quotient, this was the remainder, and this was the divisor. So how you write the answer? You always write the answer as quotient remainder upon divisor. So our answer was 3 integer, what was the remainder? 13. And what was the divisor? Divisor was 15. So 3 integer 13 upon 15 is the answer of first question. Now similarly the second one, I am dividing 63 by 11. So 5 times of 11 is 55. When I subtract, the remainder is 8. Always remember that this remainder should be smaller than the divisor. If it is, then we are correct. So now what is the answer? We always write the answer as quotient remainder upon divisor. So this was our quotient, this is our remainder, and this is our 11 is our divisor. So our answer is going to be 5 integer 8 upon 11. So this is our answer. So students, I hope you have understood all the 6 questions which we did today. If you have any doubt, please feel free to give the comment and I will try to explain the similar questions again. If you have any doubts in any other type of questions, please comment me that and I will try to make the video on that. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and also share with your friends. Thank you so much students. Take care. Bye bye.